Hey everyone, it's Bart, your pilot in command. I'm coming to you on location at the Boonton train station, preparing for this week's episode featuring a short history of I-287. We are currently around where the I-287 once ended, way back in the 70s. So sit back, relax, pick your feet up, and enjoy the show. On today's episode, we are going to take a closer look at Route 287, a well-traveled roadway that extends from New Jersey to New York. This highway opened in 1960 but was only completed in 1994. The road to complete this highway, which is now a massively popular artery, had many bumps along the way. So sit back, relax, put on your headphones, and check out the story of I-287 as only Skylands can tell it. Enjoy. The day is April 26, 1956. Heartbreak Hotel by Elvis Presley was the #1 track, and the governors of both New York and New Jersey sat down with Robert Moses at Bear Mountain State Park to finalize plans for what will be eventually the I-287. Once completed, Interstate 287 formed a beltway around the metropolitan region, like half a giant circle with New York City at its center. I'm on location number 2. Did you know that the original name for I-287, as envisioned by the governor of New Jersey, Maynard, and the New York governor, Harriman, and Robert Moses, was the Middlesex Freeway? However, the last segment, a 20-mile stretch through Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties, almost never happened, as it was fought by locals, environmental groups, and some elected officials for over 20 years. By 1965, communities throughout North Jersey and New York, including Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties in New Jersey and Rockland County in New York, began their fight against the remaining 20 miles of I-287. Some were very concerned about a major highway so close to the reservoirs. Others didn't want Ramapo Reservation disturbed. The list of complaints also included pollution, noise, congestion, severe flooding, well contamination, and people were scared the little towns would change forever. Right now, I am where the 287 passes close to the Wanakee Reservoir, one of the many places of concern for environmentalists and residents then and now. The section between US 202 in Montville and the New York State Thruway, I-287 in Suffern, changed tracks 3 times, each time to further disagreement from the residents or officials. By the 1980s, the fight to prevent the highway was lost and construction began. Carving through the mountains, just missing Campgaw and Ramapo Reservation, following an underground pipeline, the remainder of the 287 was completed in 1993. This was followed by an interchange in Suffern, New York, linking I-287 to the New York Thruway in 1994. Considered to be an auxiliary highway, I-287 is a shorter highway that connects to a major roadway, the New York Thruway. It's known as a partial beltway due to its horseshoe shape built around the metropolitan region. It starts off in Edison, New Jersey, and travels through northern New Jersey into Rockland and Westchester counties in New York. In New Jersey, I-287 goes in a north-south direction, and in New York, it goes on an east-west direction as it runs for over 98.72 miles. This highway crosses the Hudson River at one of its widest points at the Tappan Zee Bridge and the Raritan River at Bridgewater. Did you know that the wall you often see on the side of highways like this turns out to be a wall built as a sound dampener against the noise from the highway traffic for the residents on the other side? Did you know that there are plans to connect their eastern end of 287 with Long Island, using what would be the world's largest underwater tunnel? If you like this episode, hit the like button, support us by subscribing, and until next time, Pilot in Command, signing off.